Okay, I think we're live. Okay, welcome to Digital Experience Team Product Marketing Group. This is our iteration release, going over what we worked on for the last 2 week period. Today is Thursday, December 14th. I'm up first. So this iteration, a big focus was onboarding a lot of the external marketing teams to the CMS. So working with the leadership team to get all of those meetings scheduled in the last couple of weeks and working with the teams individually to make sure that they're comfortable using Contentful. Each team has an onboarding issue with its recording and meeting agenda links and where they can put feedback in if they would like. So arranging all of that and hopefully going to wrap that up before the end of the year for the most part. Other focuses, we had some blog bugs. I will not say out loud what we're calling those. I hate it. It's blugs. I hate it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not.
um, so the blog bugs that I worked on, there was some category page SEO concerns, just making sure that those pages have a title and a description. Did she knock over her plan? This is why we can't go live. Some concerns
That's a
with the
commercial.
categories page. Categories page. So like blog slash engineering or blog slash AIML, making sure they have titles, descriptions, making sure they each have a hero H1 tag and that sort of stuff. And then there was on some screen sizes, some white space showing up on the side of the blog pages. So getting rid of that, swapping out some Marketo forms. And otherwise, I've been steadily adding localized content into Contentful for the get started pages, and that should be up today. Okay, I think that's it for me. Trevor, you're up. Chaos.
Awesome. All right. So from design consideration, I worked on the available now experience for code suggestions, designed a new solution page for platform engineering, as well as CI/CD, supported for design QA on our new blog author experience. And I think that was it. So that's everything from me. I'll pass it over to Mateo.
Thanks, Trevor. I'll share my screen. So first thing I did this iteration was the GitLab UO updates for the code suggestions. So that looks like this. There's a banner up top and the content updates inside of this page. Yeah, this one was a small one. Then there was the big Contentful template that we are moving to. And John already explained pretty much how this works. I'm just going to focus on how we can extend it for the future. Here is pretty much the code that we need to put in a page that wants to use it. Is just calling a layout so that we don't have to replicate all the actual logic in every page that wants to use this. And as a general rule, there is this Contentful folder now here to the left, which basically allows us to create pages in every URL we want, up to 3 levels. So yeah, that's one of the big things. We also created a service for this so that the logic that actually does the work is separate from the template and the types for the new components, since these are one-on-one which with the content types in Contentful. This is the most important part of this, where we're not using a single content type for multiple components, which, as we saw before, leads to ugly problems. So now we're just trying to keep one content type for one component. And just to show how this looks, one of the other issues that I had was migrating the press releases page. So this is created using this new template. This is the press release landing page with the new styles. It does not have to be populated like in the content type. You do not have to specify every card. It does it on its own, gets all children that the URL has and puts a card for it. And then the children's look like this. This is a page using the same template, and it has a nav, it has text. We are using the styles from topics, and this is how the entries look. They are both Those two pages are both the same entry. It's a custom page. The only difference is the components that it contains. So this is the landing page. This is the component that it contains. And this is the actual child page that I showed. So in the future, if we want more components, it's just a case of adding them to this folder and keeping in mind that we will not be doing any mapping for these components. It's just creating the component and it takes what comes from Contentful as is. Yeah, so that was my iteration and I'll pass it to Lauren.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, share my screen and talk about what Miguel worked on. The first thing is we had a nasty 404 thing happening where dynamic routes weren't getting built. So he worked on these support child pages and we got that resolved quickly. Now they all exist. That was just a really nasty build error. We also had a update to our GitLab for startups. So this update is now all in Contentful. We got this cool slider. We've got this pricing blocks on here. So that's up. And then we also had a similar update to our continuous integration page, which is looking really nice. Again, we got this nice pricing tier down here. So that was it for Miguel. He's been out this week, also enjoying some time off, which we're all looking forward to for this end of the year. I'll pass it over to Filza.
I don't have anything else to share, but that looks really great, Mateo. That's so cool to see all the pages be able to do that so quickly and easily. I think that'll apply for a lot of the new pages. Yeah, that was all I had, but looked great this iteration.